me again. Stuff. So look what I found. Don't know if you can really work that out, but there's the other one, the one I've painted. If you remember from my last video, I said the other one was in the Mini somewhere. Well, I found it. I don't know how well the light is, but nice clean black. This one covered in grease, dirt, all sorts really. So what I'm going to do today is clean it up, get it in primer, where it's quite nice, probably get it blacked as well, and then that's just another bit done. Hoped to get some, I don't know, grinding, welding, something done on the shell, but it's now 2:15. Family life gets in the way of everything. It's important though, I'm not complaining, but it just meant this got put on hold. Never mind. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to crack on with this. I keep pausing the music, I don't want to get copyrighted. Stone Roses at the moment, pretty cool. Anyone get Oasis tickets? I didn't really try, to be honest. I looked, I went, oh, I'm not getting any, and it would have been cool, but it's not a big deal for me. I appreciate some people are getting stressy about it, but if they're that important to you, why didn't you go see him back in the day? Just a thought. Anyway, yeah, that's it for now. I'll probably come back on, have a chat in a bit as we're getting on with that, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So here's a thought. Watched the last Top Gear yesterday. Today's Saturday. Yeah, yesterday I think it came out, and yeah, not Top Gear, Grand Tour, the last one with Clarkson, Hammond, May, their last hurrah. And it's weird, isn't it? I stopped watching Top Gear before the Clarkson incident. Before what did he punch a director or something? I can't remember now what he did, but I remember whatever it was, before he got sacked from Top Gear, I stopped watching Top Gear. No real reason, I just drifted away from it. Haven't really watched any of the Grand Tours either, to be honest. Again, the Top Gears with different presenters, I've not really watched them. I hear they did quite well. I don't know, never watched them. Don't have an opinion on that. If you don't watch it, you don't have an opinion. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, the last Grand Tour, the last one with them three. And I thought, well, I will watch this one, because it's the end of an era at the end of the day. I mean, they've been, what, 20 years, 22 years, something like that. They've been on our screens. It started off as like a motoring magazine, and then it just evolved to something better, didn't it, really? It wasn't just a motoring magazine reviewing cars. I mean, you look back at the first ones before James May joined. I think, unfortunately, whoever you are, the first presenter before James May, I forget your name, but you know, I believe, was it a Citroen Berlingo or something? Clarkson reviewed, and you know, they did still do car reviews, and then it evolved into sports cars, hypercars. They would review cars, you know, the latest whatever, Dacia Duster or whatever it was. But yeah, it's finished now. It was quite clever why they ended it back in, spoiler alert, Botswana, where it all began. But yeah, end of an era, like I say. So, you know, they ain't going to see this, but I would just like to say thank you to them. It was great. But it does get you thinking, doesn't it? You know, as Clarkson said, you know, one day we will do the last thing, you know, the last time you kick a ball, the last time you see a certain friend or colleague. You don't know it's the last time or last time we're going to see them or do that thing, but it will be the last. So yeah, anyway, just been thinking about that. That's weird. Anyway, we're getting on. It's been degreased now. It was horrible, but yeah, so I get the wire wheel on there, PPE and all that, get that cleaned back, and then I can hang it down on my thing there. I get it primered. I have to cover up a lot of stuff. But yeah, I'll do that. But anyway, yeah, I was just thinking about that. Yeah, crazy. 22 years. I'm sure it's 2002 they revamped it. But yeah, and it was revamped. That was the thing. A lot of people say that's the original Top Gear. It wasn't. Top Gear existed as an entity before that. Clarkson was on it. Jeremy Clarkson was on it. But I believe, please correct me if I'm wrong, it was like Quentin Wilson, Tiff Needell were on there. It was a motoring magazine show reviewing cars, like the magazine, literally the magazine Top Gear. It was the magazine, and it just, like I say, it evolved into this more than that. But yeah, I'll get this done. I'm wandering off again. My mind wanders a lot, as you can tell. I don't know if anyone watches this. I don't know. Well, I know people do. I wonder how far though. I should probably like get 30 seconds in and go, this guy's mental. I don't know. Oh well. It is what it is. I don't care. Anyway, I'm going to do this and I'll be back. Cool. So that's in primer now. I've just realised I've been recording for about the last 16 minutes. I might put a bit of time lapse in there or something if it's all right footage, but obviously I can't play it because I've been having my music playing, copyright. But if I can get like time lapse, speed it up or anything so the sound's not there, might be interesting. Or you might just see the top of my head doing this a lot. So I'll see what it's like, maybe a few anyway, see. But anyway, that's in primer now. I'll just take you down there to have a look. You're on a tripod this week, nice, amazing. Anyway, here it is down here. There you go. So all in primer now, all cleaned up in primer. So that's looking good. Just place you back up here. So yes, hence the doors open as well, get some ventilation in. He says, obviously you saw I was wearing a mask. Anyway, yeah, paint fumes, horrible, horrible. What I did see, you may have clocked it last week, I didn't. Or maybe I did, I can't remember. I got 20 litres of petrol down there. Don't know what I'm going to do with it. Mine and the wife's car are diesel. And I've got an electric lawnmower. So 20 litres of petrol. I suppose I could sell it. Tenner, 15 quid in it. Sell it for 20 quid. 20 litres, 20 quid, that's still cheap. But yeah, that's something. Stay there. Something anyway, isn't it? So yeah, that's in primer. That'll dry off. Probably give that an hour or so. Maybe not even that. It's quite warm today. Half an hour, 20 minutes. Get it in satin black and then don't touch it. But that's another job done, which is excellent. Just to quickly put these bits of tape away. I'll be back. Just don't go anywhere. And I'm back in the room. So yeah, we'll do that. Get that turn black. It's another little job done. It's little bits now and then move the job along. I can't remember. Did I have the alley rocker box on the engine last time? I got a nice alley polished aluminium finned one. Just a mini spares one. It doesn't have the mini spares logo on it. It's only like with postage 40 quid or something. It's mad how much the original ones go for, like 60 quid before postage. Crazy. But I suppose it depends on what your mini build is. I just wanted one to look nice. I'm not going for authenticity or anything. I mean, if I was, like I say, it's an SPI 1993 Rover, so not that exciting. Well, it's still a classic mini, so it is exciting, but you know, it's not like a twin carbed Cooper S or anything like that. So yeah. So anyway, been looking at MX-5s, cheap ones. Bit of JDM. I love JDM, and you know, can I afford it? Not really. Like RX-7, the roundy ones. I think they're cool. Supras. I can't afford one of them. But yeah, MX-5s. I mean, they're going for money now. 1,500 quid minimum, I reckon. You can find cheaper, but then you're battling with rust, which I don't mind so much. If it's a complete car, it's a manual, not an automatic, and it runs. But when people want big money for just a shell and that, you're like, they're not there yet, mate. And I don't want that sort of project. I want a running, driving project that I can weld at most. Make a bit JDM-y, like boy racery, spoiler, lower it. I wouldn't go the cambered look, but nice lowered, some nice wheels, like a drifter type look. Get out. But yeah, I don't want the huge cambered wheels, and I'm not going to really go drifting. Not really, you know, just have the look. I can't drift. Take some skill that. So yeah, that's something in the pipeline. I mean, if you know of one, and also getting it to either hear or work. The challenge there, but we'll see. Yeah, so that's something to do in the future. At some point in the future, I will own an MX-5. I'll put that out there now. It's on my bucket list of cars to own. An MX-5. I'm 6'2". I'm huge. So am I going to use it as a daily driver? No, I'm not. I would look ridiculous. But for something, like if I could get it to tracks or a couple of shows a year or something, just to show what what I can do, or I take it to work. Like I've said before, I'm a tutor at an academy. Get the students to help build it, to show what these students can do. A lot of people write off the students at my academy because they have anxiety, ADHD, behavioural issues. They're great kids for the most part. Can get a bit annoying. Some get a bit lively if they forget their medication or the medication's starting to wear off, but they're great kids. So I shouldn't say kids, they're teenagers. Worst thing to be called, isn't it? When you're a teenager, being called a kid. So, yeah, it'd be a cool project for them anyway. Some are enjoying. I'm trying to get the bike back involved. I said I will get a video on that for you if you're interested. I should look at the camera really. I don't look people in the eyes. Isn't that a sign of autism or ADHD or something? You can't look people in the eyes when you talk. Drift off. Don't know. Should know. Done a course on it. Can't remember. I'll have to refresh myself on that. Anyway, waffling. We're just waiting for the paint to dry, literally. So yeah, nothing really else has changed this week. Like I said, I was hoping to do a bit on the shell, but it's just buried. Not enough time. I've just realised I've got to be putting some roast potatoes on later. We've still got time. We've got time. Yeah. I don't know if anyone watches these properly or if it's just like, what's this weirdo talking about? I don't know. I've got my weld. I've got it all set up now. It's ready to go. Ready to start welding. I've got about a third of a bottle of gas, so get most of it done hopefully. It's expensive gas, very expensive. Got a big bottle, not a little one, proper size bottle. So yeah, you have to pay a deposit on the initial one, but I didn't read the terms and conditions, and because it's been more than 12 months, I've got to pay a deposit again. So I'm going to really rinse that bottle dry. I've had it for like 5 years, so I'm not too worried. When you work out the cost, you go, actually, it's not that bad yearly cost. But when you've got to pay it out again, you're like, oh, that hurts. Especially nowadays. Yeah. Anyway, I've waffled on a bit. I'll probably come back in a bit. Like I said, I'll review that 16 minutes of recording I didn't know I've done and see if it's worth doing anything or whether I just look stupid. So that's in black now. So I'll take my apron off, my gloves off and everything now. I've got the fan on just to move some air. Yeah, that's blacked. Another job ticked off the list. I don't really know why I started recording, to be honest. Just someone to talk to, really. There. That's that painted. That's going to just hang there now for a few days, possibly. I'm not really going to try and squeeze past that down there. I don't think I really need to get down there at the moment. No, don't think I need to. If I need to, I will, obviously. But yeah, I'll try not to. Still for sale, the head, cylinder head. Like I say, it'll just go into storage shelf somewhere if no one buys it, but it's always worth letting people know. It is still. I'm going to turn the fan off. I said, well, offers in 375. Yeah, still about that. Seems just below the average at the moment. Like I say, the RS ones do go for more. Mini engines coming along. I mean, clutch, Verto, obviously Verto because they're the more expensive. So I've got to get that. What I have seen, because I'm supercharging the engine, I can actually get a turbo clutch. It's exactly the same size as the clutch, the flywheel I've got anyway, the previous size clutch. It's 180mm, turbo 100mm, so boom, get that. It's obviously designed for more power, turbo. So makes sense, get the turbo clutch set up. Obviously I'll then have to, I don't know if you're aware, with classic minis you have to balance the clutch and the flywheel assembly. It's actually recommended with a lot of vehicles, but you really do with the minis. It can really throw them off. So we'll get that done. What else have I got? Other end, I need to get a new crank pulley. Because I'm running the supercharger, I need the crank pulley with the ribbed belt bit on. It's about £110 from VMAX Scart. VMAX Scart. I'm sure there's other ones, but I'm going to go to them because they're the ones who made the supercharger, or have done the supercharger. So they'll know exactly the size I need and everything. £110. I think that's quite reasonable. Once I've got that, I can then mock everything up and then find out what length belt I need, because there's different ones, and I've got I think, well, allegedly a 19% reduced pulley. I don't know what that means. So I don't know what belt to get until I can measure it, or a length belt. And that'll be cool. So get that. I'm going to get some subframe. Right, get this right. So it's the front subframe, rear solid mounts. The front subframe mounts will still be probably rubber and polybush, but the rear ones for the front subframe will be solid mounted. Mainly because it makes you handle more like a go-kart. I mean, these classic minis handled like a go-kart anyway, but this apparently just really tightens it up. So going for that. Seen quite a few rear beams. I mentioned this last week. Seen quite a few rear beams for sale. The only problem, they always seem miles away. So when you take the weight and the size into consideration, postage costs, well, I might as well buy a brand new one. So always on the lookout. There might be something come up nearby. I asked a question on a local group, the Colchester Mini Club, and nothing. Don't surprise me, didn't get an answer. I thought someone would have known or just said, oh, you want to go here, but I didn't get an answer to that, so never mind. I have read a lot of people cut down old subframes, but it seems a bit weird, that. I don't know, I'll have to look into that more. And you know, the price rear subframes go to, do I really want to cut one down? No, I'd rather keep it original and fit it. So probably won't do that. I'm guessing that's the old way, back when subframes were like 30 quid, you know, and that things get rare, price of classic car stuff goes up. So front subframe in there needs cleaning and painting. I'll probably get some more. I don't know if you can see my shelf over there. I'll give you a. So that's the paint shelf there behind the. Now, I mean, some of these paints are 9 years old, 8, 9 years old. I've had them a long time, so they're not great. So probably going to have to invest in some new paint soon. really. I mean, sensibly. It's doing all right at the moment, but as it runs out, I mean, I'm not too sure. I mean, got a couple of things of Gravitex here, both black, I think. That's what I'm going to spray the underneath with. I mean, that's going to be a both doors open job. I think that's stuff getting cover. Anything you don't want Gravitex, cover it up. But obviously I've got to finish the welding underneath and all that. Weld it up, clean it, seam seal it, then Gravitex it. Then it can be, because that's paint over Gravitex, I hope. Now I've said that. Underbody coat for over paintable, yes. No, it's not solid. Stone chip protector and over paintable. It just, I could leave in black. You don't have to paint over this stuff. But I think it just looks neater if it's all one colour. We're going to go with Rover Surf Blue. I don't have any to show you, but that's the colour I want to go for. Rover Surf Blue. I think it's a real nice colour. Probably with a black roof and some black wheel arches and stuff. That's be the look. Originally, I was thinking the Rover Surf Blue with like old English white. Then I saw pictures of black ones with black roofs and trim, and I was like, oh, that looks nice. So, open to change. Open to change. I might go back to the old English white. We'll see. I think one thing will be how it looks as well. What grill am I going to go for? I know what wheels I'd like. The John Brown wheels smoothies, but like the real deep dish ones as well. Stuff like that. So the look will dictate the colour scheme. So that'll be cool. I think I've probably waffled on for about 20 minutes now. That's what it feels like. I'll stop it here. Back again. Had tea. I went over that footage. About 16 minutes. I'm not going to bother with that. It is just terrible. Like I say, you will only really see me sort of there, and then I wander off out of here. And then obviously with the music playing, the copyright problems. I could time lapse it, but all you're really looking at is that. Well, over the angle was maybe that, and then like top of my head, and then I'm in and out. So there's no point. I don't know how much of this I'm going to edit. I might save some for another video, later date maybe. Keep a lot of this just about the car in here somewhere. I don't know. And yeah, sort of cut out a lot of the waffle. Sorry, that's really bright today. I don't know why. It's good. Yeah, I'll leave it. Yeah, like I say, so keep it about the car. Looking at cars. So this is a RC car, 1/10 scale. See this bit here, right? The cover. We went to Santa Pod for the, what do you call it? Oh, that's covered in. Monster trucks, and two reasons. Monster trucks and Kevin Talbot of YouTube fame for RC cars was there, and we managed to get, we've got two of these, another one exactly like that, but it's now got Kevin Talbot's signature, it's got Mad Max RC's signature and Claire's RC signature. So that's pretty cool. If you're into RC cars, you know, I've got 3 signatures there. I'm not getting rid of it. It's in the boy's room. He loves it. So yeah, that's cool. Getting that. It was a good weekend. There needs to be more. I don't know more what. We went up on the Saturday for camping, and we walked round twice. So yeah, I don't know, more stuff somehow, but it was good. It was enjoyable. It was all right. So, and then on a Sunday, wow, queues. But yeah, we'll probably go again. It was good. So yeah, it's the first time I've ever been to Santa Pod. Obviously they do loads of events there, don't they? V-dubs, probably a Ford one, Run Rotty Brung and all that. So yeah, maybe I'll take the Mini one day when it's finished. Who knows? Get it up there, give it a blast. Won't be setting any records, but it'll be a bit of fun. That's it. Anyway, like I said, it was just a quick in to say, yeah, not going to bother with all that 16 minutes fast forwarded or anything, and see how we get on with the editing, taking stuff out, and maybe make 2 videos out of this one really long one, because I think this will probably be about 45 minutes otherwise if I don't edit a lot of stuff out. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realise how much I swear. Obviously, I'm aware of how I have to speak around my students at work, but wow, okay. And talk to myself. Not the camera, but literally when I didn't know it was recording, how much I talked to myself. I knew I talked to myself, but didn't know how much and how random. So yeah. Interesting. Anyway, I think that covers everything this week. Yeah, I'm not going to waffle on about anything else. So yeah.